214 to 221. Plots of land 20 mm. Stick to the deck and the main superstructure according to the assembly drawing. (222 to 227). Capstans. Parts 222 are glued to the rings, and from the top we stick part 223. The finished elements are glued to the deck. Parts 224 are glued together from 225, parts 226 out of 227 and also glued to the deck. 228. Crates. Elements are glued together for 3 and glued in marked places to the walls of superstructures. 229 to 231. After gluing, we stick elements, part 229 to barriers 87, parts 230 and 231 to parts 66 and 67. (232–237). Cable drums. Elements 233 paint the other side of the page. Toy and glue to part 232 glued in a tube. Finished drums are glued to the deck. Similarly, glue the parts 234 and 235 and 236 and 237. These 3 drums are glued to the superstructure between the 127 mm gun turrets. 238 to 243. Front mast. The mast is made of a stick according to the Model G and glued to the hole in part 141 and 142. The mast is stiffened with part 238 stuck to it and to the base of the rangefinder 144. We make the stock with a stick pattern H and glue the mast on the part 141. Part 239, 240 glue together, and after making the hole stick them on the mast. Strap 241 is folded tightly on the stick pattern I and glued to the part 239. Stick the radar antenna made of parts 242 and 243 to the stick. Stick J sticky on part 239. 244 to 247. Mast. The mast is made of a stick pattern K. Paste it into the hole in part 100. Sticks pattern L stick to the ends of stick A and to part 106. Sticks M stick to the end of stick A and to the mast. To the base of the rear rangefinder 165, attach the 244 part and the O sticks. On the top of the mast we glue the parts 246 and 247 glued together. We attach the end stile to the mast part 245. 248 to 252. Manholes. These parts are glued to the appropriate places on the deck. (253 to 257). Headlights. Part 253 glue into the ring and attach to it on one side part 254, on the other part 255. The clamps 256 bend and glue to the rings 253. Glue all the way to the base part 257. Finished headlights glue on the piers. Parts 107, 2 pieces. Parts 130, 2 pieces. Parts 139, 1 piece.